You know, the current rulers of this world, the ones that stole us from our homeland, brought us here, stripped us of our language, our culture, our God, our folkways, our mores. They even took our mind and then inserted their mind into us. Y'all saw Get Out. Y'all saw what they trying to put their mind into us, right? They want to inhabit our bodies. Well, you know, Malcolm used to put it this way. He said, you know, the only difference between the black man and white man today is the color of their skin. Yes, sir. He said he has a black body, but he has a white mind. And most of our people are caught up with this affliction. And if we aren't careful, social media, we'll find ourselves leaning a little bit further. That's why we got to come back to the mosque. Yes, we come out to the mosque on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and back on Sunday. And in between that day that you are not here, the world will drain you of the righteous energy that you possess. So you got like those hybrid cars. You got to get to a charging station. The mosque is the charging station. You got to get in here and plug up, plug in, so you can juice up and go back out and make it to the next meeting. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. All praise is due to Allah. Is that when Jesus comes into the world, he comes to heal people of Satan's work. He comes to restore us to health and well-being. He comes to reconcile man with the divinity of his own nature. He comes to reconcile man with God. And self-improvement, as our brother David alluded to a while ago, he said that we have a formula on Fridays with self-improvement. First thing we're taught is that we have to look at ourselves. And the way we do that, first thing we do is self-examine. Yes, sir. You got to examine yourself. Yes, sir. Then we analyze what we found in ourselves. Yes, sir. And then we correct. Now, that's a hard one right there, because you may say, well, okay, I'm a little off, but no, we all the way off. Because we were stripped of our names, our language, our culture, our God, our folkways, our mores. Everything was taken from us. We've been turned upside down and inside out. We are not what we used to be. And we can see that by the way we treat ourselves. You know, if I mistreat myself, I know it's easy for me to do it to you. Yes. And then in the prayer, in the opening prayer, it's always mentioned, and surely I have been greatly unjust to myself. Yeah. Well, how was I unjust to myself? Well, one, I'm not calling on my God. And while we're on that, family, don't ever let anybody from another race tell you, well, we went through slavery too. Shut up. Oh, I almost said something. No, shut up. You ain't went through what we went through. You can still speak some of your own tongue. They used to ask a question among our people, where's your mother that you don't speak your tongue? And where's your father that you don't have your name? They murdered them. They're at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, that's why we are messed up. We are the truth. So when they talk about, Abraham talking to God, and God told Abraham in the Genesis, Abraham, your seed is going to be in a land that is not theirs. And they're going to be afflicted by a people, and they're going to serve that people for 400 years. But after that time, Abraham, God talking, I'm going to come, and I'm going to judge that nation which they shall serve. And they're going to come out with great substance and go to their fathers in a ripe old age. Well, what's a ripe old age? 300, 400, 500, 600, 800, 1,000 years. That's a ripe old age. Well, that's our legacy. That's what we're coming into. We're the heirs of that. But right now, we're dealing with a lethal abuser. And behavioral health, when they talk about lethal abuser, a lethal abuser is both homicidal and suicidal. Like a jealous lover, If I can't have you, can't nobody have you. Don't you know the enemy done read that part in Genesis about, and they know we're supposed to inherit this planet that they call themselves dominating right now by Allah's permission? And they saying that, wait a minute, you mean my niggers gonna be running this and I ain't gonna have no control over it? Oh no, they can't stand that. He said, I'll blow the whole darn thing up and kill myself right along with them before I let them have that. What? Yeah, that's where they are right now. Yes, sir, right now. They'd rather kill everything on the planet, and they say they can blow the planet up 100 times over. Yes, sir. But here's the good news. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said they couldn't do it once if Master Fard Muhammad don't permit it. Right. Yes, sir. Can't do it once. Matter of fact, when the big war starts in the air, the battle of the sky, when it does start, he said that their planes aren't going to even be able to take off the ground. That's right. He said if I was this enemy, I would just lay down. Tap out. Okay, you got me. I can't deal with you. I ain't strong enough. I ain't built like that. My house ain't what you got. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
But family, we don't have to be afraid. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan says, fear not, for the future is ours.
That's right.
He told us that.
Yes, sir.
The minister has never lied. And you know why he's never lied? Because he's connected to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he is connected to Master Fard Muhammad, Allah in person. God don't lie.
No, sir.
He has one pattern.
Yes, sir.
Well, he has many patterns, but there's one that's very distinct. He always takes nothing and makes something out of it.
That's right.
We were reduced to nothing. But here it is, he's making us into something. But it ain't gonna just happen like abracadabra, by osmosis, alakazam. No. We gotta come into the class. And in study group on Fridays, we're always reminded at the very inception of the class online, there's a picture of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and some of these words that he spoke. He said, the only way that we can move from man to God is that we have to share our thoughts with each other. So we got to be out to class on Fridays and be a part of the circle, the cipher. And then as that knowledge travel, it picks up as it goes around, each one giving their respective perspective on the study materials. And then you're learning from your brother and your sister. He's like, man, I never looked at it like that. I never thought about it like that. But that's the importance of Friday night study group. We should be there every time the door opens. Because you know that if you haven't been out on Monday and you didn't come out on Wednesday, this world done beat you up. You need to recharge. And Friday nights is the charging station that can do exactly that. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah.